It's this top bit, it's the killer. So we're at the top of the hill now. When I first started on this, even when I was relatively, well, I'd say at my fastest averages on track, I wasn't doing any hill training at all. This is my first one in years. I used to stop on that hill about 4 or 5 times. Now I'm stopping twice. But what this is doing is basically complementing all the targeted work that I started to finally properly structure in the gym, which is mainly around blowing out the biceps, triceps, shoulders and lats. Aesthetically, obviously I'd like to get those much bigger because they're the showy muscles, right? But functionally, I've always had solid arms. They've just never been big, and I have kind of short bursts of power. I can't really sustain it, so that's the target, to give me enough power to sustain maybe a slightly slower cadence with more watts. Okay, we're going to do one more, so that'll be 4 times up and down. So, for any people trying to build their arms for various reasons, ooh, nice, it's the best bit. I can smell my brakes burning. They're definitely not suited for this. Yeah, but for anyone doing arm exercises, I swear to God, I've started doing this vomit-inducing bicep curl workout towards the end of my arms session, and basically involves the usual thing. It's 5 sets, progressively goes up in weight. Start about 12 reps, 12, 12, 10. Then the heaviest you can lift on the 4th one for about 6 to 8. And then there's this absolute sickener at the end where you take the weight down to a lighter weight and you basically slowly rep as much as you can, 20 plus reps maybe, and your arms feel like they're on fire, absolute fire. I can tell you now, as unpleasant as that is, this is far worse. Anything you do on a hand bike is far worse, uphill that is, it's far worse pain than anything you can imagine on a curl or on a resistance machine or with free weights. Get yourself one of these, or simply use one of the most underused machines in quite a lot of gyms, the upper body ergo. So it's basically an exercise bike, but the ones that you see are for your arms. Now a lot of the time those are marketed towards people that have got mobility issues with their legs or back and need a kind of comfortable seating position where they can build their arms safely. But actually it's one of the most underrated machines you can use. It builds your shoulders, triceps, biceps, core. If you put that on high resistance, you'll broadly mimic what I'm doing with these hill climbs.